Alright, so if you're someone who has heard of a everyday person making a fortune in the stock market and is now interested in investing but have no clue where to begin or what the stock market even is, fear not. In this video, I will be going over the most basic concepts of what the stock market is and how one can invest in it and maybe one day make a fortune in it. Okay, so with all that said, if you are able to read candlesticks, if you know what a PE ratio is, if you have an individual brokerage account, you are probably too advanced to learn anything from this video. Hello everybody, my name is Ken. Welcome to my channel, Financial Fitness, where I will be a personal finance coach to help you navigate through the ins and outs of everything money. Okay, so what exactly is the stock market? Like the name implies, the stock market is a marketplace to buy and sell goods. And in this case, the goods is ownership in a company. Okay, so when a privately owned company decides to expand, due to the cost of expanding beyond a certain pace, it will become too expensive. And when that company does not have the money, they are left with maybe two options. First, they can either go get a private investor to give them more money. An extremely popular way of doing that right now is to go on Shark Tank and giving up a percentage of a company for money and so you can expand faster. Another option is to take your company public, and that way you're giving everybody a chance to become a part owner of your company. Two recent examples of a well-known privately owned company going public are the ride-share companies Uber and Lyft. Okay, so without going into too much details, basically when a company goes public, they divide the company into pieces, attach a value to each piece, and offers them to the public. So why don't we make an example to make things more clear? Meet Steve. He is a business owner selling apples. And today, he decided it's time to expand his business. Steve wants to buy more land, buy more equipment, so he can plant more apple trees and make more money. But in order to have the money, Steve decided to take his company Apple public so he can get that money to buy more land and more equipment. As the sole owner at this time, Steve owns 100% of the company Apple and decided to offer 30% to the public. Okay, so to make our example simple and not counting all the real life fees and costs of actually owning a company, after calculating all his numbers, Steve reached an agreement with the bank that's backing him to value his company at $1 million, and each share will be valued at $1. So after 30% gets offered to the public, he got a payday of $300,000, and at this time, there are 300,000 shares of his company Apple valued at $1 each, traded by the public. So with the $300,000 he got, Steve was able to buy new land, more equipment, and with his good apples and people falling in love with his product, he began to make a lot more money since the first days he became public. And since public companies have to report earnings every 3 months, it was not hard for everyone to see that Steve's company Apple is now worth way more than the $1 million that it was first valued at. Okay, so to us average people, the stock market is kind of like a flea market where anyone can set up shop and buy and sell goods. And at this point, the 300,000 shares that's in the market for Steve's company Apple, they're trading at a way higher value than the $1 that they first came to the public at. Okay, so now it's 2 years later, and shares of the Apple company are getting traded at around $5 due to Steve's success in growing and selling apples. Now here is how an everyday person can make money. So if 2 years ago you foreseen that Steve's Apple business would take off, and when the shares was trading at $1.50, you grabbed up all you could, then in 2 years you have more than tripled your initial investment when you sold your shares at $5 each. To put it simple, opening an account, deposit some money, buying low and selling high is the most basic concept of how the stock market works for the average person. But of course, to truly understand and properly invest, you will need way more knowledge, and the point of this video is to just give the absolute beginners a little peek into the world of stock market trading. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, subscribe, like, share, and leave me a comment on video topics for future videos. And like always, thank you for watching and have an awesome life.